exciting. Thank y'all for coming to the world premiere of Mary Shelley. Tonight, much more of you than we expected, so it might get a little bored, but it is a shorter bit of a show, so we appreciate you all coming out and squeezing in with us. Before we get started, my name is Wesley Simmons. I will be your house manager tonight. Thank you. Just a few things before we dive into the show. This show does have themes of adultery and drinking and suicide and mentions of miscarriage. So just be aware of that before we get into it. I would also like to say that there will be no video recording or pictures except for our lovely videographer who is going to film the show so that the people who couldn't make it tonight can watch it a little later when it goes up online on our Instagram. So if you want to take pictures, wait until the actors are bowing or wait until you're out in the lobby congratulating them. And also, I would like to acknowledge that this performance is taking place on the traditional territories of the Ute, Cheyenne, and Arapaho nations. So, you have anything to say or you want to start?
We have a recording from Claudia, I believe, and then I'll give a little.
Great. Then we will wait for our lovely director's voice who was with us all the way up until our invited guest last night and then has stepped away. So she was a great addition to this project and we are ready and I'm going to stop vamping. Thank you. Woo!
We're here. Hi, my name is Claudia. I had the privilege of directing the stage reading of The Life of Mary Shelley by Jenna. I'm really sorry I can't be there tonight in person to see the first reading of this incredible show, but I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight and supporting the creation of new art. Before the show, the only thing I personally knew about Mary Shelley was that she wrote Frankenstein, but through this process, I think we can all agree that we learned some very interesting things about her. Hopefully the cast is nodding or laughing. But anyway, one of the elements of theater that I actually ended up focusing on in my studies was absurdism within the boundaries of realism. And the story ended up giving me the perfect opportunity to explore that, especially with the blocking of the show. So physically, you're going to see some interesting shapes and stage pictures that the actors will be making, as well as polarizing shifts of mood in the piece. I hope you all really enjoy the show as much as I've enjoyed working on it, and please give a round of applause for Jenna, who will come up now.
I'm so grateful for every one of the people in this room, our lovely stage managers, our lovely house manager, our amazing Claudia who directed all of this. I've been with this music and this show for about 3 years now, and these actors have been with it for about 9 or 10 days, and they've done wonderful work with it. I could not be more grateful to share this room with you all right now, and I hope that you guys enjoy the show. Thank you so much.
The daughter of the mother killed the mother of the daughter. The father of the son by unholy creation. The father of the wretch killed the mother of the daughter. The daughter of the brother killed the mother of the daughter. The father of the son by unholy creation. The father of the wretch, the mother of the monster. The daughter of the brother killed the mother of the daughter. The daughter of the son killed
monster. Behold the wicked wretch, the miserable monster. Behold the wicked wretch, the miserable monster.
Who is this girl who we all know, who had to learn how to let all she loved go? When life takes from you everything, what have you left? Well, Mary, she had a paper and pen, and she bled with from her heart into stories to help us learn how to better fall apart.
Our story begins on a late August night when Mary Wollstonecraft, mother of feminism, and William Godwin, father of anarchism, gave birth to the girl who would become Mary Shelley. 11 days later, Wollstonecraft drew her last breath, complications with the birth resulting in her death.
16 years later, young Mary has a half-sister, stepsister, half-brother, stepmother, dead mother, stepmother, and forefather. Broken on the verge of destitution, Mr. Godwin receives a letter from an aspiring anarchist and poet, Percy Shelley, from whom Godwin hopes to secure a loan.
This is my philosophy, my tenet, my doctrine, my gospel, my creed. The money belongs to the man in most need. The checks I receive go to men on the streets, and the riches of barons shall be passed down to me. This is the way that the whole world should be. When we all share, all our cares become free. The money belongs to the man in most need. At the moment I find that all of my pockets are empty, after giving all my coins to the disabled and needy. My money was theirs, now your money is mine. If you balance the books, then I'll pour the wine. Isn't it fine how the stars all align when we string all our dollars along the grapevine? When I've got them today and you've got me tomorrow, there is no end to how much you can borrow. This is my tenet, my gospel, my creed. The money belongs to the man in most need.
Meanwhile, Mary's stepmother prepares Mary for society.
Love.
chapter, Percy Shelley and his wife Harriet visit the Godwin household. Mary critiques Percy's poetry, and the two argue over creative differences, though ultimately find they can't take their eyes off one another. And all the while, Mary's stepsister can't help but crave the passion Mary and Percy share. She revels in her own desires to feel seen.